Good morning. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America, and hello to anyone watching on replay. My name is Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. And today I am going to be making my first play with a new set of dies called Everyday Arches, and they are sold in a bundle with the Everyday Arches stamp set, and I do have an idea for one or two of these stamps as well, so we may pull one of these in. But this is based on an example I saw somebody else post on Facebook, and I decided I wanted to make my own version. Yeah, let's get stuck into it. So if you're here, if you join me, please do say hello, whether you're watching live or on replay, on Facebook or on YouTube. I do see the comments, and I love to know who's following along. Hello, Paula. Thanks for joining me today. So you will notice I have some Post-it tape on a couple of these, and I will show you why in a minute. But I'm going to start with the largest one, and there's going to be a lot of die cutting today, so if this makes you a little seasick, I am sorry about that, but I am going to be bringing in this big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I am going to bring in standard card base in basic gray, and I am going to cut it with the largest of the arches dies, and I'm going to place the die just off the edge. Let's see that you can see that right off the edge here, because I want to capture that fold in it. So I'm going to put it just like that and put the top plate on and run that through. And it is a double thickness of cardstock, but it should go through just fine. And I don't think I really need to, but I'm going to run it back again. And you will see, set that aside for a moment. There I have my card base with my arch cut in, and because I ran it twice, it's kind of welded itself together. But because I put it off the edge there, I have my hinge. So there is my card base. I'm going to set that aside and bring this back in. Hi, Mom. Thanks for joining us today. I am feeling better. Glenn has a bad cold. He keeps testing, and he doesn't show anything. No COVID, no flu, no RSV. He just keeps having a cold. So I'm hoping I'm not fighting that on top of things, but I don't think so. I went and got my allergy desensitization injection yesterday, and I think that's why I'm a little more snarfly this morning. But so here are the I did the largest one for the card base. I'm trying to get focused again. The next one down I'm skipping, and then the following two sizes down I have taped together with the Post-it tape, and I'm going to run those through on a piece of basic white. Like so. And like I said, this is my first time playing with all of this, so yeah. So I've got one that's made of frame and one that's made another arch. And I'm going to come back to that one. Remember the one that I skipped? And come back. Grab another bit of basic white. Hold on here. Concept in my head, not all the pieces ready to go. Sorry about that. So this again is the second largest one. I'm going to run that through now. That's going to go inside my card. And now I'm going to set that aside for a few. Okay. So let's see what we've got for the front. That is going to go on there. That goes inside. But I am going to take this one, piece of scrap, blending brush, and this is Balmy Blue. I could have just cut another piece out of Balmy Blue, but I don't want it as intense as the coloring that's in the cardstock. And I don't mind it being a bit variegated either, to be more like sky. So I'm just adding some color with my blending brush. I do like these. You can see it's a little, it's kind of, it looks like sky when there's like maybe a little bit of cloud in there, a little light coming through. It's not 100% solid blue color, although we have had some skies like that here recently. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, I think. Actually, I'm going to take a little bit and go around the edges of this one, just for fun, while we're at it. Just a little bit. Okay. Okay, so this is how it's going to go on the front. That's going to be like a window frame. That's going to be the window. You see how those were both white to start with, and now that one's colored. How's that for pretty cool? And because those are going to adhere together, I can actually come in on the back, because this little frame is not tricky to glue, but kind of a pain. The glue could ooze out pretty easily. So I'm just going to bring in a little bit of my favorite dumb old sticky tape. And I can weld those back together here. There we go. And now I can treat them as one piece to glue on there, which is what I am. Am I going to do that now? I'm going to hold off for just a second. It's a better idea to wait until you've pieced it all out and know what you want to do. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in, this is Country Birdhouse, and I'm at least going to start here. I'm going to use this part that's supposed to be the bottom of the You know, the birdhouse here, that's going to be my window box. So I'm going to bring in, I'm going to see here. Seems to me a lot of what we're doing here would work better or as well with the mini. So let's try this. So let's bring in scrap of basic gray. Go. And now we just need a bunch of flowers. And I have chosen to use the 2024-2026 in colors, some of them, many of them. We're going to get some leaves going here. This one is actually from Country Flowers. These are sets that are designed to work together. Country Birdhouse and Country Flowers. So I'm just gonna cut up a whole bunch of these. And see how we go. Come here. We may need more leaves at some point, so we can always cut more. Let's get some flowers. That was Shy Shamrock. And this is Peach Pie. And let's do some singles. I'm just going to make a bunch of these and can pick and choose what I put on the card. So what's going on at your end of the world, people? I can chatter while I do this, but we had crazy weather here. I always talk to you about the weather. Going along, minding our own business in the beautiful 70s, low 20s, and then boom, we had a day in the low 40s. That would be 102, 104 here. Not so fun. But fortunately, it was one day, hot, humid, sadly, fires, because it was quite windy too. And then yesterday, back to the 70s, low 20s. I'll take it. It was beautiful outside yesterday. Glenn worked on the patio, ate meals out there. Okay, that's the, oh my, I have to figure out which ones go with which set. Hi Gladys, glad you made it. And let's get some petunia pop going in there too. Let's do that one, that one, and that one, and another one of these multis. Okay. Fortunately, I think it's supposed to be nice the rest of the week, which is good because Thursday night I've got my book group, my local book group, which is meeting in one of the local parks for our annual picnic. And then Friday through Sunday, I'm going down the Mornington Peninsula, down close to where the Port Phillip Bay meets the actual ocean, and for a crafting retreat. Somebody's got a house, like an Airbnb type house, but it's set up for crafters. Whether they specialize for quilting and sewing, paper crafting, scrapbooking, you know, not messy crafts, but for retreats. And it's set up for 10 participants. And I got invited to tag along to a retreat, and I thought, how fun. And who knows, maybe I'll decide one day to host something down there. Okay, I'm gonna just start building here. And I'm not sure, I may cut those apart. I didn't realize that those stayed attached to each other, but yeah, I'm not sure it really matters how we go here. But this is the idea. I'm just reading your comments about the weather. Gladys, you're getting some good winter weather up in Michigan. Good. Mid-40s. That probably feels pretty good compared to how cold it has been. Okay. So, having done that, I've gotten a sense of things. think we will snip one or two of these apart here. See how we go. Okay, having done that, I am actually going to bring in, see the brand new set, I haven't even taken them off the plastic yet. I'm going to bring in these swallows. And I'm inking them in Versamark first because they are brand new photopolymer stamps. And I just think that helps them a little bit. And my basic gray. Again, that's the same color as my card base and the Windowbox. And I'm going to put them there. And close the stamp pad, Nancy. I'm just thinking about whether I would pop this up. I don't think so. Putting just a little bit of glue right at those edges. Remember I said those are kind of pain to adhere. Which is why I taped them together. There we go. That's going to go right there. I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down and work around it. Now, I'm going to glue this down. And now I'm going to start adding the flowers in again. I think I need some yellow. I'm going to grab a little yellow. Okay, this is Daffodil Delight. So this retreat I'm going on, I've had to prep. Well, there's going to be 10 of us, so I've had to prep what we call a shoebox swap. Yeah, one more color is a good thing. For us each to okay, time to start sticking down. Shoebox swap. Yeah, so I've made a sample card and then 10 kits for everybody to assemble. Which is a fun challenge. I had never crafted with these ladies before. The one who's organizing it is the one who organizes the blog hop I do every month. And I have met her in person at Onstage last March. And I've probably met a couple of the other ladies who will be there at Onstage, but I don't know. So it'll be an interesting weekend. I'm rooming with one of them. Don't know who. It's going to be fun. So I'm doing this just kind of randomly here. And I could absolutely be using some glue dots to do some of these. Yeah, so of course it's not just getting me ready to go on the retreat, it's making sure that there's something here for Glenn to eat while I'm gone. And fortunately, he's had good training while I was in the States. You know, I don't have to update him with anything with the dogs. Okay, what are we going to fill in with here? Let's do one of these. Go on. What do you think? Did I get enough in there? That's going to go in there. I'll probably put a few of these down in here too. Now, let's see what we want to do in here. And these are supposed to be or these are all the big ones. We could just do little pearls on each. These are the iridescent pearls. I like the colored ones better, I think. I want to get that unsticky. I like to be able to take that off easily, to be able to put them up against my project. And I was wondering about these, they call them white. I think I like the colored ones. Okay. One flower above the right leaves. Okay. Like that. Yep. As always, Mom, you are right. Did you ever think you'd live to hear that? Okay. And I'm going tone on tone with these. What do I have with the yellow, with the daffodil? So I could either do the Shy Shamrock green ones in the middle of the or I could do a different style. I'm going to do that. What do you think about these two that are halves? Just leave them be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, that's an odd number. Those are closed. We'll leave them be. Now for inside here, got a couple of green. I can cut more, but probably don't need to. Come here. Something like that. Okay. A piece of press and seal has disappeared. Of course it has. This is why I like the press and seal. I can keep everything where I wanted it. Add my glue. Not sure about you. Oh well. I mostly get it where I want it to be. Come here. And now I'm gonna see if there's anything I really want to add on here. Nope, I think I'm just going to keep it blank. I love a good set of nested shapes dies. I've already seen all kinds of really fun things with this, and I'm looking forward to doing more. This is not in a printed catalog. As far as I can tell, I believe this is online exclusive only. I can take those off now. This card and all the details of the products will be on my next blog post, my very next one. And you can get that here, nancysniftynotes.com. If you need to ask me any questions or request anything, Nancy at nancysniftynotes.com will come right to me. And I will be back same time, same place next week with a report on my crafting retreat and another new project. See you then. Bye-bye.